But if you're gonna fucking walk it or bike it, it's gonna take a while. I mean, I even thought about saying fuck it, because I know another way to get there where I can avoid all the lights except for, you know, I'll be hitting a lot of stop signs. You know, I'd have to hit one at Newberry, or no, if I go from Dan's, hit Dan's and Deckner, you know, and then cross Deckner, then it changes into Newberry. Then I gotta hit the one after Dan's at Deckner. So I gotta hit everyone between Dan's and Newberry. And then I have to hit every fucking one between Newberry and I think Mace. Yeah, between Newberry and Mason. And I don't like fucking ordering paracord, because if I can get it for $1, $1.50, you know, roughly between $1 and $1.50 after tax. From the dollar stores, you know, Dollar Tree mainly. I should have started fucking recording in there and look, you know, and be like Wally B26. Like you can get all these, you know, these cards are like $1. All this stuff's like $1.50 or whatever. All this house $5. You know, I'd half-ass do it because I don't know how he does it. But I generally draw attention to like mainly the hardware aisle. You know, hardware and like office supply shit. One thing that fucking pissed me off at the Main Street Dollar Tree is that they had the same fucking uh 40-foot pieces as University. There's the cluster where I just vlogged. You know, so they had the same 40-foot fucking sections as University, but I didn't see the 25-foot sections. So I don't know if they didn't have any, or they, you know, I don't know, or they had any and they might have been a different aisle. I didn't look the whole store. Now I can at least say I've been in the fucking Main Street Dollar Tree. So nope, never will run electric. Not trying to sound like I'm being mean, but it's I was raised old school, and what I mean by that is when I grew up, the e-bikes weren't a thing. You know, e-bikes weren't a thing when I was growing up. So in order for me to get an electric, you'd have to pay me a lot of fucking money to get it. You know, you'd have to pay me a lot of money to get an e-bike. I grew up on analog, that's what I'm sticking with. It's a lot cheaper to fucking maintain too. Just to have my derailleur adjusted and tweaked, you know, my derailleur hanger and my derailleur hanger tweaked and my adjustments on the derailleur fixed, costed me under $30 yesterday. It was $26.38 after tax, I think it was, just to have the shifting fixed. You know, I'll stick with that. It'll be cheaper that way for me to do that than fuck it, I'm going. I know that car is right there, but going away from the bridge. You know, like I said, I'm not trying to be mean. It's just the government's cracking down on, you know, again, not trying to break out the politics on you guys. I'm not like that normally. But, you know, and I'm just going to bring it up, you know, being that, you know, it's bike related. government's cracking down on the e-bikes. I don't know a whole lot about the, you know, scenario. So if you want to learn a little bit more, go over to Burn Peak and, you know, look up Burn Peak e-bikes or something like that, and you may find it. I don't know. You know, YouTube shit confuses me a little bit. This dumbass needs to get on the yellow line. So you can learn a little bit more from Seth.